and welcome to my next stream, or this stream, I guess, where I play some Fortnite. I'm gonna do some Fortnite Zero build matches because I wanted to break from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and it's been kind of a chaotic week. Last week was a chaotic week, so I wanted to, just sort of start with a bit of a relaxing game, I guess. I don't know when I'll be back with Kakarot. It won't be long. It's not like I'm taking like a month off or anything. I just, don't know when I'll be playing it next. So it's all up in the air right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna do much in the way of commentary for this. Just mostly gonna be me playing, and if I see any comments or something, I'll respond to them. I'll read them first and respond to them if I feel like it. Kind of just depends on what you gotta say. Fuck that up. one thing, don't expect any quality play out of this. I'm not very good at this game. Try my best, but not too great for sure. Nice. Glad that happened. I can't believe I made that. Yeah, I get the suspicion that it's going to be around here. I don't like feeling my controller rumble while I'm playing the game and there's seemingly no one around me. That's kind of disconcerting. Yeah, none of those augments are really great. You're giving me way too many fucking of those shield kegs, man. I was hoping I'd find a key in one of those chests to be able to get that gold pistol. I apologize that this first match is really boring. Had I known that Mega City was going to be that dull, I would have picked somewhere else to go. Oh, someone was here. There's no way I hit that shot. Just no way. Oh, they know I'm here. I'm gonna move. Oh yeah, I'm dead now. I was hoping I'd be able to make it to the top 10, but I don't think I will. Oh, well, never mind. I really thought I was gonna get ganked, like, pretty quick there. But I was wrong. Yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna be over there. That sucks. Honestly, no way I'm not dead. Like, no way I win this. I'm just... I do not like being here. Yep. I cannot believe you let me beat you. Ouch. Yep. I'm all over the joint. Bro, I am in the middle of a city with people wanting to fucking end my life. I'm good, bro. I will get the fuck out of here and go to the jungle, or to nature. Bro, chill out. No clue where that guy was, but that was really close for no reason. Yo, stop it. I'm sandwiched, aren't I? Yo, why? Why are you sandwiching me between two people? More directed at myself than anything, because that was my own damn fault. So chill out. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. Oh, there you are. No way I don't. Thank you. Yep, there it is. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yep, I don't want to see the rest of this game, to be honest. I'll return to lobby. That's one thing you'll know about me, is that I don't like, when I lose, I don't want to know who wins. I'm good. I didn't win. That's all that matters. Who gives a fuck who wins if it's not me? Nice. Yeah, I'm good. I wonder why sometimes, like, when I do these things, like, when I pick up a shield thing, that's twice now, it's went over to, like, the far end where I usually keep my health and shields, but, when I pick up a health pack, it'll go, like, to the middle or something, or just like at the start. You know, it goes to different areas, I guess. It's like sometimes it goes where I would want it to go, and other times it prioritizes something else, and I'm just kind of curious as to why that is. I don't know why I did that. But like here it makes sense, like in this scenario, because it's like, okay, well, you choose what slot, thank you, I'll take that. You choose what slot you want it to go to. But in the other cases, I don't know. I don't know if it doesn't make sense, it's just like, I wish I could figure out like what the sense is, like, if that makes sense. I use the word sense too much there. What I mean is, it's like, if there's a logic to where items are placed when you pick them up when you don't have items in your slots, I'd like to know what that logic is. If there isn't logic and it's just random and I get lucky that shields twice in a row went to a slot where I needed them to, then, like, alright then. Like, I can understand that better. I can sort of just deal with it and, you know, reorganize and move on with my life. I don't know. It's a peek into how my mind works, by the way. I didn't want to do that. To be determined whether I want to continue to use... I guess I don't know, I think I like the tac shotgun more. It looks cooler, at least. I'm no good with it. I'm not really good with any of these guns. I mean, yeah, I got to 4th place in that last match, but, like, I don't know. It wasn't until the very end that I started seeing people, and there was a lot of opportunity. Like, one of the kills I had was quite literally me taking advantage of another person fighting, which, if that were to happen to me, I would hate it. Like, I hate when I'm fighting someone else and another person, another random, comes in and just fucking ganks my shit. But to be fair, that guy was shooting at me, so... Now, the question is do I want to go up there and face my fears, or do I want to skirt it? I'm gonna go up there. I did not hit him. The game's gonna say I hit that first guy, but I did not hit him. Quite like this thing. While a purple sniper is tempting, I'm not gonna do it. I'm, however, gonna find out where that... Oh, well, I'm good. I am gonna find out what's over there, though. Because I see a key, and I want to know what it is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're fine. We're fine. Run almost ended right now. Alright, what do we got? Oof. Yeah, I'll take the gold shotgun, but I'm not gonna put out a fucking... get a purple pistol. I know I said, or I know in the last game I wanted a gold pistol, but I'm not really gonna go for something like that unless it's either A, a weapon I want, or B, like... Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Never ask me to do that again. Never ask me to do that again. It's not gonna happen. You can wish in one hand and shit in the other. Never gonna happen again. Just take your victories where you can. So far, 2 or 3 kills. Yeah, that's good. Already Already in the top 50, not bad. I don't know, it's like, it's hard for me to determine what a good Fortnite game is, you know? Like, I'm not in touch with the fan base. Like, you know, obviously, I don't speak to very many people. Well, I mean, maybe that might not be obvious, but, like, I don't speak to very many people. So, I don't know what people's perspective is or are on this. I don't know what they consider to be a top match or a good match. For me, I guess a good match is finishing in the top 5, but, like, I don't feel like my time was well spent unless I win, but that's me being strict with myself. And I know that's what that is. Like, I know, like, if I have that, you know, if you're not first, you're last mentality. No way that's not a bot. Just no way that was not a bot. I'll take the win, but, you know. In any event, what I was getting at is that because I don't know what people's perspective is on what a good match is and isn't, it's hard for me to determine what is a good match, if that makes any sense. And the game doesn't really, like, help me with that, because it's like, you know, you win, and it's like, you know, yay, you did it, you won, congratulations. But if you place anywhere from 99th or 100th to 2nd, it doesn't, like, you don't really get much fanfare for it. It doesn't feel like you were successful, because ultimately it's you versus everybody. And it's like you kind of have to make your own, I guess, success in that. For me, as long as I get more than one kill a match, I'm happy. Like, I don't want to just fucking get one kill and then die. And, like, I just, you know, that doesn't feel like a good match to me. If I can get, like, 2 to, like, however many, I'll have, my time will have been well spent, in my opinion. But other times it's like, you know, it's a tough balance for me, because it's like, on the one hand, you know, I don't want to be running into people 24/7 while I'm playing the game, but I also don't want to have no one there for my time. So, this guy's good. This guy, well, maybe not. He shot a tree. You know what, dude? You have, like, trees in your way, and that's just not a fight I want to have, so... If you want to fight me, you're gonna have to, yep, get out of the trees. Dang it! So she had a assault rifle, and it beat me when I had a shotgun at point blank range. Make it make sense. If you ever, like, that's just silly. I'm sorry. Sorry to be blunt, but that's just silly. Couldn't hit shit with the fucking rifle. Minute I pull out the shotgun. That was abominable. Whoa, shit. Yeah, I'm done here. That was a bad decision through and through. Green assault rifle trying to go for long range kills. That was just dumb. That was just really, really dumb on my part. Funny how it works in Fortnite. Your first match goes really well and then it all just goes downhill worse and worse and worse. Every time. Okay, game. That was dumb. That was just really dumb. Yeah, I'm no good at that fucking sword thing. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the shotgun and ditch the sword. Fuck it. I'm more comfortable with it. Is that behind? Nope. Okay. I'll stick with it. There's an enemy back there. He saw me. He definitely saw me. I wasn't paying attention. I got a text from my dad saying he's gonna go out. Yeah, it's gonna be a relatively short stream. This will probably be the last match. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's an ally thing. Oh, gross. I hate it. I hate it. Who hires allies? It's solo. Alright, well, hopefully that guy gets rocked. Yeah, I'm sorry for being so quiet during this stream, or during this video, depending on how you're watching it. Who am I kidding? Most people are going to be watching the video than the stream. I don't know why I'm acting as though people are here right now. There's only one, and to that one viewer, I honestly thank you for your time. To anybody else who watches this, I also thank you for your time. But in any event, part of the reason why I'm so quiet is because I got something on my mind. Over the past, I guess, few days, day and a half, 2 days, I guess. There's been a debate on Twitter that I've been involved in. I guess I've been a part of, or I've been having, where it's talking about this actress for the Resident Evil 4 remake who had a who has a subpar performance for the character. And to be clear, that's not like a knock against the actress. I'm not familiar with their work, so I can't speak to the overall quality of their performances and their ability as an actress. But what I can speak to is knowledge of how certain things work. Obviously, we don't know how things work at Capcom, and we don't know how things work at the English translation portion of it. So it's like we don't know exactly how it works, but through what we know of how other things work, we can kind of infer and assume that, there was a director, there was a script writer, there was a, editor, and there was people along the way to have noticed this and to have been okay with it, and potentially to have even directed it to be that way. So it's not as though this is something that, like, is out of the blue. Like, someone somewhere was okay with how it turned out. And to me, the onus is upon them to, direct the actress better. Because the actress is ultimately going to do what the director says if they're a good enough actress. Like, and I think, if you got hired to be a part of a big budget video game of a remake of one of the most beloved games of all time, you'd have to be a pretty decent actress. Like, I don't know if there's auditions much in the way of actual movies or whatever, but I'd have to assume that there is something at least similar to that. But in any event, that's a whole bigger conversation. So, in any event, the actress has been harassed into deleting her social media pages. I've never seen any of the comments that have been like the harassed comments, like the comments that people are considering harassments. So I don't know what's been said. Do I believe that she has been harassed? Yeah, absolutely. I think that's almost certain. Whether to her face or elsewise, I believe 100% that she's been called, many names, been called a cunt and all types of shit. And that's obviously, like, wrong. Like, I think we can all sort of agree, maybe except for the people that are doing it, but I mean, what they're doing it for, whether because they're trolling or because they want to stir the pot or what have you, that's their business ultimately. Like, I can't change those people. Like, they're going to do what they're going to do, and I don't know why they do it. Like, they take joy in other people's misfortunes or whatever. I can't control them. And, my best bet is to ignore people like them because they're being annoying. But in any event, what I wanted to, what the fuck? What I wanted to get at with this is that, the debate what I've been having is like, okay, like what are people that are like saying the harassment she's been receiving is unfair? What do they consider to be harassment? So like, I saw a post about it, and I can't even remember the post, and I can't even pull it up to read it to you because the person blocked me for asking this question. The question is saying her performance. The question I asked was, this is the quote: "Is saying her performance is bad harassment?" Uh, and people naturally have said, like, no, but, going to her page and being like, your performance sucked is unnecessary. And it's like, okay, yeah, I agree with that. Like, 100%. I think that is a factual statement. This is the end of me because this game sucks. Alright, let's do... Alright, I can do one more match then. So, where was I at? Yeah, so a lot of the comments were like, no, but, going to her page and, calling her name, saying her performance sucked or whatever is harassment. In my opinion, after thinking about it, I would have worded it differently, but obviously wording it differently would have changed, I guess, the context of it, if that makes any sense. Because, like, her performance is bad. That's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not so much a criticism as much as it is a declarative statement. You're making a this is bad. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't remember exactly what it is, and it's just escaping me. And I know the minute I turn off the stream, it's going to be there. But in any event, it's a declarative statement about, like, the quality of something. It's a conclusion, that's the word. You've come to the conclusion that this is a bad performance. So it's not necessarily a criticism. If you were to say your performance is bad because you sounded dull, or you sounded bored, you sounded, whatever, like, that would be a criticism. That I would argue that is the textbook definition of a criticism. So, my example of what I at the time thought was a criticism was bad, and if you repeatedly comment that, then it becomes harassment, because it's like an unwarranted, like, you're not getting anywhere by commenting that. You're not trying to improve someone's performance. You're not trying to help them out in any meaningful way. You're just spamming, like, your performance is bad over and over again. So it's like, yes, that statement can be harassment if it's repeated over and over again, but, like, if you just say it once, it's not harassment. It's just more like, kind of rude, but, whatever. And I'm sure that, a singular comment like that wouldn't mean much, but, obviously if you repeat it multiple times, then yeah, it can be harassment. But in any event, the point is the singular statement by itself is not harassment, in my opinion, based on what the word harassment and what the word criticism means. But again, like, I would say it's not harassment and it's not criticism either. It's just, it's a statement. It's a declarative conclusion. So I would have just ended my original comments of the post by saying, is this statement harassment? But in any event, and that might have been what I commented. I don't have it in front of me right now. But I think I asked if it was harassment or criticism. But so people commented on it, and I've already mentioned that. But there was one person that was like, if people are harassing her, what does it matter? It's like, well, it does matter. It matters what words you're using. If you were saying, like, hey, you can't criticize her, that's harassment. It's like, okay, those are two different things. Like, if you criticize her repeatedly, it's harassment. If you say the same things repeatedly to an individual, it can be harassment. It just, like, depends on your intentions, how they perceive it, and what they ask of you. If an actress says, hey, don't fucking come to my page and criticize me. That's not what this page is for. This page is for, my personal life. This page is for, whatever, for my fans. And if you're not a fan of my work, then you coming here to criticize me isn't going to get you anywhere. And it's like, what you deem as harassment is kind of dependent upon you. It's like, ultimately, what she considers to be harassment is what's most important, in my opinion. But that's not the topic of discussions. People seem to want to, like, create a Like this is I'm deciding for you that this is harassment kind of thing. And that's kind of the dialogue I want to avoid. The kind of dialogue I want to avoid is A, calling something harassment when it isn't, and also B, um, fucking sorry, just had a brain fart. Making the distinction is what is really like what I'm getting at. Like I want there to be a distinction between these two things, so that way the dialogue isn't poison, right? And ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, talking about a voice actress's performance in a video game isn't like omni important. It isn't the most important thing to discuss, but like we can obviously discuss it and have a good debate about it. Like what's good about it, what's bad about it, and I've had good debates about it before this whole fucking thing blew up. Someone, was like, I didn't find her performance to be that bad because she sounds like a secret agent who's tired. She sounds like someone who doesn't want to be there, and and something like that. And it made sense to them, and I'm sure it did. I'm sure they're not lying about that, and I'm sure that that was valuable towards their experience. However, to a lot of people, they didn't like it. A lot of people were not happy with the performance, and that's not necessarily the actress's fault, and I would say a majority of people realize that, and it's not a huge fucking issue for them. It's just kind of like, wow, that performance kind of sucked, but the rest of the game was great, and that's like the end of their thought process on it. But some people can't let it go. Some people's favorite character is Ada Wong, and they will like go through the ends of the fucking earth to, emphatically state that they're just so fucking distraught over a performance, and like they're well within their right to feel that strongly about it. But the thing is you want to argue in good faith. If you're gonna argue, like you don't want to, this fucking bitch can't act for shit. You're not getting anywhere with that. You're like, if the goal is to turn people to your side, if your goal is to express your perspective in a meaningful way, then being hostile isn't going to get you much in the way of anything. And I think that that's a huge problem people have. Is I think a lot of people just want to say their perspective like without thinking about it, and without like thinking carefully on what they should and should not say, or what best gets their perspective across. And they just want to say shit, and that's fine. Like people wanting to just talk without thinking is fine, but if you talk without thinking, you're gonna look like a fool. So in any event, this guy is telling me about how nice. I got another one. Damn, bro. I'm happy. I like getting these things, but seriously, 3 matches in a row is crazy. This guy went back and forth about like what is harassment and what's criticism, and it's just like, bro, like I don't think he understood where I was coming from. It was like he kept saying it doesn't matter, she's being harassed, like regard whatever is criticism, whatever is harassment doesn't matter. And it's like it does. Like it there is a debate to be had, because like if we're calling something harassment when it's actually constructive criticism or just a declarative statement about the quality of one's work, then there's an issue, because now the dialogue has devolved. Now the dialogue has become poisoned, and that's not good in my opinion. Like if the dialogue becomes poisoned, then it's like we can't have a meaningful discussion about it. And if we can't have a meaningful discussion about it, the pendulum swings and people will start calling a performance great when it really isn't. And that's not good. And it's already happened. Like there's nothing I can do to stop that. Like there's too many people in the world who will lie and say her performance is good, or who will bullshit and say her performance is good when it wasn't, and or who will just like be like it's not that big of a deal, and it really isn't that big of a deal, but it's become a big deal because now someone has deleted comments off of their Instagram page or whatever, and it's like they might have done that because they just they might have done that for any number of reasons, is what I'm getting at. And, whether they did it because they saw so many comments and, were inferring that it was because of harassment or whatever, I haven't seen any. So it's like, I want to know what people think is harassment. I want to know what comments people have seen that are harassment. And people are just being like, well, she had hateful comments. And it's like, okay, like, I don't doubt that. What were some of them? Like, I want to know. I want to know what you consider hateful comments. That's why I asked for this distinction. And in any event, that's not what's happened. Like no one has just given me an example of what is a hateful comment. They've just said there are hateful comments, which, like I said, I don't doubt that at all. I would like to know what it is, so that way I can formulate a perspective on it. Because if I don't have anything to work with, I can't properly formulate a perspective, and that's important for me to do. But that's just me personally. I'm not saying that that's something everyone should do. Everyone works differently. Some people just say, "Oh, she received hateful comments, fucking dicks," and like that's enough for them. And more power to those people. But I want to know where people are coming from with it, and that's really all there is to it. Uh, but after me and this guy had this debate about the delineation for a while, some other Joe shit the ragman felt it apropos to come in after and give his 2 cents and decide to say that I'm victim blaming, that I'm saying she's not being harassed, that I'm saying everything she's been getting is criticism, not harassment. And it's just like, you're misrepresenting my argument. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you've either misread, you can't read well, you're lying, or you can't, like, it's one of those three. You're either lying, you can't read well, or you're misrepresenting my argument. And I won't tell you which I prefer of those options, because all of them kind of suck, in my opinion. If you're doing any of those things, it kind of sucks. Like, you have a Twitter account, you're able to talk freely, and you can't read well, that sucks for you. You have a Twitter account and you're lying, like, that really fucking sucks. Like, it sucks that you're just allowed to do that, And I'm not saying that there should be restrictions or anything stupid like that, but it's just, it sucks that you just are allowed to lie about one's perspective. And you're allowed to, mislabel me. Because, like, honestly, it's like, I feel bad. Like, if she has been harassed, which, I don't doubt that she has. I just don't know for sure. But if she has been harassed, it sucks. Like, I feel bad that she felt the need to delete comments off of her fucking thing. Off of her Twitter. It's like, or her Instagram. Like, that's just awful. I hate it. I hate that people are like that. I can't do anything about it. Like, it's just like, good fucking luck. It's honestly, deleting comments is the best thing she could have done. It's much easier to police yourself than it is to police other people. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Know what you can handle, and if you can't handle that, make it go away. Like, you're not allowed to comment. Sorry. Like, to my fans that wanted to wish me well, know that I hear you, I see you, and, thank you very much, but, this, I'm gonna have to block comments on it because I just don't want to fucking see this shit today. And it's like, okay, fair enough. Good, good for you for taking action and, not blaming the systems put in place, I guess, is what I'm getting at. But in any event, that's like a whole other fucking thing. But this guy and I had gone back and forth about this, like, the second guy, I should say, had gone back and forth about this pretty much since last night. And it's like, he wants to, like, talk down to me and, like, try to insult me, and it just comes off as stupid, because it's like, you're fighting a phantom individual. Like, you're fighting a phantom argument. You're fighting something that does not exist. Like, if I had said any of what you think I've said, you'd have a point, but, like, I've never said any of that. I've never said it's her fault that she's getting fucking harassed. I've never said it's her fault that, this is happening. It's just been, like, what do you consider harassment? What do you think has been going on, And I think that that's absolutely an important dialogue to have. Because if you consider, something as simple as, wow, that was kind of subpar as harassment, then it's like, let's have a debate. Let's talk about it. Let's, try to reach an understanding in which we can, kind of agree on definitions of terms and move on and, grow as better people and have a better understanding of the English language and what things mean. Because if we do that, the world will almost certainly be a better place. And I'm not saying, like, or just a better understanding of what words mean, not necessarily the English language, just what words mean in general. Because if you don't know what certain words mean, and you're just, like, saying things and assuming you know what it means, or ignoring the intricacies of what certain things mean, then you're not doing very much for dialogue at large. You're just saying buzzwords or meaningless shit or shit that has half meanings, you know, and that's not good in my opinion. You want to be able to concisely say what you mean, you know, and you have to concisely use the right words for the right situations. And that's an important like thing that I don't think enough people do. Certainly, a lot of people do, you know, and a lot of people use it for more important things other than voice acting. But I don't think it's something that enough people do. But that's just my opinion. But in any event, so I pretty much ended my end of the debate with him, with basically telling him like, you know, you're accusing me of something that I didn't do, and you're lying about what I've said, or you can't understand what I've said, and I don't know what I won't tell you which one I prefer, because one of them is much worse than the other. I fucked up. I fucked up hard. I don't know where to go now. Shit. Yeah, I'll go over here. Fuck it. Part of me wants to fly all the way back there just for shits and giggles, but I'm not gonna. Oh wait, I was muted for a little bit. This is probably gonna be my last one. I'm feeling a little out of it, and it's been kind of rough ever since that first match. I had like one good match, and then it's been kind of rough ever since. No, I shouldn't say I've had like one good match. I've had a couple. It's just, you know, not been great overall, I would say. Alright, now I can say I had a good match. That was fucking crazy, dude. That was awesome. That was really awesome. I've never seen this before, so this is new to me. You were better off with a sniper rifle. What the hell? I've never been to one of those things before, so I'm gonna go up there real quick. I feel like I've been streaming for like 2 hours. About an hour and a half. Alright, so 11 o'clock is when I started streaming. Crazy. It's about time for lunch anyway, so... This will definitely be the last match of the day. Weird. Honestly, this is a weird match because like I'm kind of bot walking and I'm half paying attention because I just kind of want to be done for the day. So it's just like the fact that I've survived this long off of being a moron is kind of, if I win this match, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, looks like he's kind of not going there. Hi, bud. Yep, I see you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. There's certain people that make it to the top 10 where I'm just like, I don't know how you did it, but I'm happy for you. I always get super nervous when we're around this part of the thing. 4 people remaining. That means 3 more people to kill. My kid. Okay, well you stay over there. I'm gonna go over here. Not a whole lot of space left, so I'm really curious. I had like one chance to win this match, and I kind of blew it with that. Wow, I cannot fucking believe it. I had it at point blank range and I still cocked it up like a moron. Oh well. I would say I had a good time, but I didn't win, so I didn't. But in any event, I hope... Oh, I have another follower. Good for me. Cool. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you again when I play, hopefully, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, but we'll see.